everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star the Flippin' Hippo. Today is Monday, October 5th, and because it's a Monday, that means it's time for What Sold on eBay. Just like every week, we're going to start out on a walk through our Instagram photos from the past week, just showing you our pile of packages and kind of talk about how our sales are going. Then we'll jump over to eBay where I have selected out some highlights of our sales from the week, some really good bread and butter items, as well as Bolo items, all things that you guys should be looking for when you are out sourcing. Let's jump right on in. You're looking at today's shipping photo. In the IKEA bag there and the pink bin you're looking at, there's 27 total packages including the box, and then that breaks down to 22 eBay sales, 4 Poshmark, and then we had 1 wholesale lot of kids clothes, which is the box Henrietta, the hippo all the way on the left with the eBay bow on her head. She's sitting on the last of the kids clothes I'm sending out. I talked a little bit about that in Friday's live show when I did a live unboxing of a ThredUp box. I kind of don't want to have anything to do with kids' clothes so much anymore. I'll list them when I get them in ThredUp boxes, but I have been trying to sell them off in wholesale lots using our liquidation lots Shopify. So that's the last of the wholesale kids. I was really glad to see that go. And then 22 eBay and 4 Poshmark. That's a slow weekend for us, but since we sold some wholesale lots, it kind of averages out. It's about 4 shy as far as sales on the individual platforms of where we should be historically. As far as for Q4, that's kind of really low, but we're only within like the first week here, the first couple of days actually at the end of last week. So the momentum should pick up. Compared to last weekend, this weekend was stellar. You guys may remember we had a really poopy weekend. We only had 13 sales total last weekend, 12 eBay, 1 Poshmark. That's not even half of where we should be. And then throughout the week, we had 7 on Tuesday, 7 on Wednesday, only 4 on Thursday, which was the actual first day of Q4. And then Friday, all of a sudden, we had 8, 7 eBay, and 1 Poshmark. So if you look at the trend throughout the week into the weekend, sales are still kind of slow, but they're picking up. So I have high hopes that we'll keep picking up as Q4 marches on. All right, let's jump over to our eBay. We're going to start with the Plush, because I always start with the Plush because they're my favorite. So you're looking at a Care Bear Cousins Bright Heart Raccoon. He came from the Goodwill and he was just 50 cents. When I found him at the Goodwill, he had some marks and some stains on him, and because of what he was, I decided to pick him up anyway. I brought him home. I sprayed him down with Awesome. I let him soak in that, and then we ran him through the washing machine with some OxiClean. However, you can see here, and on his arm and his belly, he still had some stains even after all of that. So I just disclosed it in the listing and listed him accordingly with the flaws. And so he sold for 16. Oh, I took a best offer. 15, 15, 18. So 15 and 18 cents. And he shipped first class. Next up, we have a Garanimals Lovey. This came from the Goodwill as well. Just 50 cents. It says my best friend. It's a Garanimals, which is an okay brand. Loveys are pretty well Bolos anyway, any brand. Some of them will go up to $50. Some of them, is like this one, I'll sell for $12. But I do pick up any and all Loveys I find. And if you're new to the channel and you're not familiar with what a Lovey is, it is a tiny plush and blanket combo like this. They'll typically have a little piece of security blanket that's anywhere from like 10 to 15 inches long. And then it'll have a plush head of an animal or doll like this one. Next up, we have a Winnie the Pooh. This one is super cute. He's got writing on him. Pooh Bear is just cute, I think. Anyway, this is a Hallmark Pooh. He was 50 cents at the Goodwill, and I took a best offer of $18.90 on him. and he shipped first class. Next up, we have a Disney Jungle Book King Louie. This is the orangutan from the Jungle Book. He was 50 cents at the Goodwill, and he sold for a best offer of $13.50. And he also shipped first class. And then we have this Winnie the Pooh. So we sold 2 Winnie the Poohs this week. It seemed to do that with Winnie the Pooh for whatever reason. I feel like we have a ton of Winnie the Poohs ourselves in our store, and there's hundreds and thousands of them on eBay. In fact, Pooh's probably oversaturated. And they'll sit and sit and sit, and then in 1 week I'll sell 2 or 3 Poohs. And then they'll sit for a couple more weeks, and then I'll sell 2 or 3 Poohs in 1 week. This is a Disney store, and this one was really big. He was 16 inches, so he was like 1.5 feet tall, you can see. And he weighed over a pound on his own, so I did have calculated shipping on him. So the buyer paid $12.99 for Pooh, plus the cost of shipping, and he shipped out in one of the large priority boxes that I use for our plush, our bigger plush. Then we have Clifford the Big Red Dog here. He comes with a tiny Emily Elizabeth. Yes, Emily Elizabeth. So it's Clifford with a tiny Emily Elizabeth, because Clifford's big and Emily was small in the books and the show. This was 50 cents at the Goodwill, sold for $14, shipped first class. Then we have a Hello Kitty. This one has Easter bunny ears. This is important to show you guys, to show you that anything can sell any time of the year. I'm selling Easter plush in October. I've sold Halloween plush in February and Valentine's Day plush in December. So I don't ever recommend saving anything up for the right season or the right time of year. I always tell people, list all the things all the time, because they will sell. So this Hello Kitty sold for $10.99. She shipped first class, and my cost of goods was 50 cents at the Goodwill. And then we have this Melissa and Doug hand puppet cow. It's one of their Farm Friends puppets. This was 50 cents at the Goodwill. It sold for $9.99 to a fellow reseller. I don't know if they want me to mention their name, so I won't, but it was a fellow reseller who was actually looking for cows in my Facebook group, and he purchased, I think, 3 or 4 from, we had a thread going where everybody put their cows in. Anyway, Melissa and Doug is typically a Bolo. This cow, of course, you can see only sold for 10. So if I had have paid more than 50 cents, I probably wouldn't be as happy. But for 50 cents, that's a good return on investment. Melissa and Doug puzzles and like the larger toys are really good to look for. Some of them can go for really good money. All right, now we're going to get over into just a handful of clothes I have picked out to show you guys this week. This is Ariat. The brand itself isn't what made this worth so much money. What made this shirt valuable was 2 things. One, it's fire resistant or flame resistant. And second, it was a double XL. So if you guys ever see the fire or the flame resistant clothing, definitely pick it up. They have shirts like this. Wrangler makes jeans that are flame resistant for men. And men use these in a lot of different jobs and careers. And every time we've ever had fire or flame resistant clothing, it sells for good money, and it sells really fast. Usually within a couple days. If not, it'll take like a week. So look for the flame resistant, fire resistant. Usually if there's room, there wasn't room in this title, you can put workwear, work or something like that. But usually just having the FR and the flame resistant is a good enough usage of your keywords. These things sell really fast. This particular one actually came out of a wholesale lot that we purchased. So our cost of goods on this shirt was $1. And it sold for a best offer of $30. And it shipped first class. Next up, we have some Tommy Hilfiger jeans. These are the vintage mom jeans with the big flag on the back right there. You can see it. That's what the big flag looks like. And these were mom jeans. So these came in a wholesale lot. Their cost was $2, and they sold for a best offer of $27. and shipped in a padded flat. Next up, we have some American Eagle women's jeans. These are new with tags, dark wash, sailor wide legs. These came out of a wholesale lot and their cost was $2, and they sold for a best offer of $25, and these shipped in a padded flat. Next up, we have Roxy jean shorts. I wanted to show you guys these to I guess tell you again that jean shorts, denim shorts, booty shorts, doesn't matter the brand, they all sell pretty well. So this is an example of something I would pick up regardless of the brand if the cost of goods was right, which is $2 or less. I pick up any and all jean shorts I find, booty shorts. Roxy is a brand I would never buy jeans or tops in, but I did grab these shorts for 99 cents at the Goodwill, and they're a good size too, size 0. These sold for $16.91 and shipped first class. Next up, we have some red cut from the cloth ankle skinny jeans. These came from the Goodwill, I believe, which would have made them 99 cents. And these are size 10. They're an okay size, not that great, but cut from the cloth is a pretty good brand, so I'll pick it up in any size. And the fact that these were red really drew my eye. They sold for a best offer of $25, and they shipped in a padded flat. Here's another pair of cut from the cloth. This is a pair of capris. These came from the Goodwill, 99 cents. And they sold for best offer of $21.11, and these shipped first class. And again, these are size 8, so I do pick up cut from the cloth in any size. Next up, we have a pair of Miss Me jeans. These came out of a wholesale lot, so their cost was actually only $2, which is amazing, because I will usually pick up Miss Me jeans at the Goodwill and pay up to $6.99 for them. So I love it when I get them in wholesale lots. Cost of goods was $2. I took a best offer of $40, and they shipped in a padded flat. Miss Me is definitely a Bolo brand, guys. And BKE is, I would consider, a bread and butter brand as far as women's jeans. If you find BKE men's jeans in the wild, those are definitely a Bolo. I start those around $50 and usually get best offers of $40 or $45. But women's BKE jeans have sadly kind of been run down, like raised to the bottom. But I'll still pick them up when I can find them for a couple bucks or less. This pair was only 99 cents. They're capris, and they still sold for $24.70 and shipped first class. So if you can find women's BKEs for a couple bucks or less, I still consider them pretty good bread and butter brands. These are the windy cropped capri jeans. Pajama jeans. I don't find these that often anymore. I used to find pajama jeans in the wild all the time. I used to get loads of them for 99 cents. I haven't found them in a long time. Of course, I really haven't been outsourcing in a long time. We've been doing a lot of wholesale purchasing. But I love pajama jeans. I consider them bread and butter. They're higher end bread and butter. These ones, of course, are new with tags. They sold for $30.14, but even the used ones I can usually get about $20-25 for. Pajama jeans are pull-on sweatpants that look like jeans. And from what I understand, they're really comfortable. They have a definite following. Women really like them because they're comfortable. They're warm to wear in the winter. So if you guys see pajama jeans, definitely pick them up. These ones shipped in a padded flat, and if I didn't say, my cost of goods was 99 cents. And then last but not least, we have this Nautica hoodie. This came in a wholesale lot, and our cost of goods was right around $2 for each piece out of that lot. And this sold for $21.99, and it also sold within a day of being listed. So Keith put this up, and it sold the next day, full price. So, I mean, obviously, Nautica is not that great of a brand anymore. It's kind of like a mall brand or whatever, but this hoodie sold really fast for $21.99. It may be the season that we're in. We're in fall, we're getting into winter. But definitely if you guys find hoodies out in the wild, even the mall brands like American Eagle, Gap, Nautica, we usually sell hoodies for anywhere from 20 to 25 bucks. They usually ship in a padded flat, so it's kind of like having a pair of bread and butter jeans, except it's a hoodie. So I do recommend picking up your sweatshirts and your hoodies. Again, list all the things all the time in all the seasons, but it doesn't hurt in the fall. If you're outsourcing, you're in the wild, just take an extra moment or two to look through the hoodies and the coats and the jeans and the boots and anything folks are going to be looking for as we move into the colder weather, at least in most of the country. All right, that's it, guys. Let me know down below in the comments what you think, and let me know how your sales are going too. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you leave. It really helps our channel. And if you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe. Help us feed a hungry hippo. Don't forget to join our Facebook group. It's called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. There's a link to join down below. And if you're looking for me on social media, I'm on all the socials at Flippin' Hippos across the board. Until next time, guys, go be productive. Go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.